Welcome to Printing Lesson 2. Today's lesson is going to focus on printing or very neatly writing your lowercase skyline or your tall lowercase letters L, H, and K. All of these letters are consonants. Remember, consonants are all the letters except for the vowels A, E, I, O, U. So today's lowercase tall or skyline letters are L, H, K. Okay, we're going to start with the letter L. This one is easy peasy lemon squeezy. L is a skyline or a tall letter, which means if you have your foundations paper at home, we will call it the skyline. If you have regular handwriting paper with just the lines and no pictures, it would be your top line, which is this one right here. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you using my dry erase paper and with my marker the first time. Then I'm going to go back and review today's lesson using a regular pencil and a piece of regular handwriting paper without our pictures, okay? So if you don't have foundations paper at home, that's okay. Your regular handwriting journal will be just fine. Okay, so we're going to start with L. L is a tall lowercase letter or a skyline letter. It starts up here at the top line or the skyline. So you're going to point to the skyline using your pencil. And you go down to the grass line. And you stop. That's it. L is for lamp or light, and it makes the sound L. Say it with me. L, lamp, L. Good. L's easy because it's just one straight and quick stroke from the top line to the bottom line, or the skyline to the grass line. Let's try it again. Feel free to use your whole arm to do it with me, or your magic finger to write it with me as you watch the video. You can write it right in the sky, just like this. Okay, here we go. Point your finger or your pencil to the skyline or the top line, and you go straight down to the bottom grass line and stop. That's it. L, lamp, L. One more time. Ready? Start at the skyline or the top line. Go straight down to the grass line and stop. Okay, there you go. That's it. I told you that was easy. Our next lowercase letter is the consonant H, which stands for the sound. Okay, so on our next, we can jump down here to our second set of lines. Okay, and we are going to start, it's tall again. H is a skyline or a tall letter. So we start at our top skyline to make H. So you're going to point with your finger or your pencil at the top skyline. And you go straight down to the grass line. Then you trace back up to the plain line, make a hump, and go down to the grass line. Okay, the hump goes, I went a little bit too far, but that's okay. We'll try again. Okay, so whenever your hump gets down to the bottom or the grass line, you stop. Okay, Mrs. Pendleton went a little bit too far. Let's try that one again. So you point to the top line, which is the skyline. Sorry, my phone's having trouble zooming in today. Start at the top skyline, go down to the grass line, then make a hump up to the plain line. There we go. Okay, H is for hat, and it makes the sound. This time, why don't we try making the sound while we write the letter one more time? Okay, so we start at the top skyline. Are you ready? Make the sound while I write. Good, we're at the grass line, so we go up to the plain line and make a hump. Excellent. Okay, our last lowercase letter today is the tall or the skyline letter K. Okay, K starts out very similar to how we made the letter L and H. Again, you start at the top line on your handwriting paper, also called the skyline if you're using foundations. You go straight down to the grass line. Then you are going to point your pencil to the middle line or the plain line. This one right here with the dashes or the dots. You're going to leave a little space. You're going to slide over and touch the tall line you made first, and then slide down to the grass line. Wow, that was really a very not nice and neat K, Mrs. Pendleton. It's a little hard to do with marker, but I'll try again, and then I'll show you what all the letters look like on paper. Okay, so again for lowercase letter K, you point your finger or your pencil if you're ready to write. The top skyline, you go all the way down, straight down to the grass line or bottom line, and you stop. Then you leave a little space, but you point your pencil right here at the plain line, which is your middle line. Slide into your tall line, and then down to the bottom grass line, and stop. Okay, K is for kick or kite, and it makes the sound k. Let's say K, kite, k. Excellent. K, kite, k. There you go. All right, now I'm going to review our lowercase tall or lowercase skyline letters L, H, and K using paper and a pencil. Okay, I had to click my marker shut. Sorry about that. All right, so remember our lowercase letter L is the easiest one and the first one we did today. L starts at the top line. Notice I am not using the foundations pictures. I'm using regular lined paper, probably similar to what you would have at home in your handwriting journal. Okay, so that might make it a little bit easier for you. Okay, there, my camera is focused. So we point our pencil to the top line or skyline. You go straight down to the grass line and stop. And that's the letter L. L, lamp, L. Great. One more time. Top line, straight down to the bottom grass line, and that's it. Okay, the next letter was H. You start at the skyline or the top line on your writing paper. Go down to the grass line, trace up to the middle or the plain line, and make a hump. And remember, the hump will stop right at the grass line or the bottom line. So again, you start at the top, straight down to the bottom, trace up to the middle, and you make a hump, stopping at the bottom. And that was H. Do you remember what the sound is for the letter H? Is the sound that H stands for. Good, kiss your brain. And the last one was my least favorite because I cannot make this letter very neat sometimes. I think it's sort of tricky, but maybe you don't think so. Maybe you think it's easy, and that's great. Okay, the last one is letter K. Okay, so again, we start at the top line or the skyline, go straight down to the bottom line or the grass line. You actually have to pick up your pencil, leave a little space, but point it to the middle line or the plain line. And you're going to slide into the tall line and then slide down to the grass line. So you slide in, slide out. One more time. Start at the top line, straight down to the bottom. Pick up your pencil, leave a space, touch it to the middle line or the plain line. Slide into the tall line, slide down to the bottom line. There you go. That's letter K. And K represents the sound K. Say K, kite, K with me. Ready? K, kite, K. Or we can say K, kick, K. Excellent. And those are your lowercase, tall, or skyline letters L, H, and K. Thanks again for watching. Now it's your turn to go back to Seesaw and practice writing your letters on your student response template.